Hey y'all, I just viewed a little video where some European descendants were blasting the black community for asking for reparations for slavery. Their argument was my people were oppressed too, i.e., Scottish people were oppressed, Irish people were oppressed. One guy came on, he was Slavic. He said, my people were enslaved. They were given dates and times and things to substantiate their argument. And I'm not knocking anything that they're saying. My issue here is why do European descendants, white Americans get bent out of shape because another group of oppressed people or marginalized people are demanding reparations from corporations that profited off of slavery and the government itself that was supportive of and a major proponent of slavery? When the descendants of that said slavery are now asking for them to repair the damage that they caused for several generations. Now, keep in mind, okay, I'm a supporter of the people that want Ireland to be independent. I understand that Irish people have been oppressed for over 800 years. I know who Jerry Adams is. I know what Sinn Féin is. I know the Provisional IRA started in 1916, and it's been a people struggle against British rule. I get it. I support it. I understand their clashes with the Royal Ulster Constabulary. Hey, listen, if you have a legitimate beef with someone else and you want to take up fighting against them, hey, I support you. And being that I am part Scottish, my grandfather was part, if there were people in Scotland that wanted an independent Scotland and you wanted the blue flag with the white cross or white X going through it, hey, supporting the Scottish people. God bless you. If you're Slavic, like some of the kids I grew up with, now we're all adults. I love my Croatian people. My brother Robert Modric, love him to death. Hey, man, if you are willing to fight for the independence of your people, I support you. My problem here is when people get mad at someone else for bringing their argument to the table of saying, hey, why we should be blessed, or we should be not blessed, but to set things right. We should litigate and have these people who have done us wrong pay us back. Why do you get upset at the people? Watch this. We live in a just society. We have law and order and things. If you have a problem with a corporation, a government entity, or another private person, individual, you could file a lawsuit, right? You bring your argument to the table with evidence to substantiate why you're angry at said person, government entity, or corporation. And if all the findings in front of the judge or the committee or tribunal or whatever it is, if all of the findings work in your favor, that we have a legitimate beef here, these people did this man wrong, or that man did that man, or that woman did that woman wrong, whoever, and your findings show that this person was in error or this group was in error, you should be duly compensated. That's the law, right? Somebody does something wrong, you file a lawsuit. So if a group of people jump up and say, hey, man, we've been marginalized for 467 years here. After slavery was abolished in 1865, you further went on to oppress us with Jim Crow laws. You redlined districts and wouldn't allow us to get loans from the banks to purchase real estate, purchase homes, or to finance our own independent businesses or anything like that because the banks weren't giving us loans. And when you finally did give us loans, they had high interest rates. So it was, in many sectors, virtually impossible for us to get ahead, and you kept us from achieving generational wealth. And we show you all the years and all the devilishment that was committed against us, and we put it on the table. We give our facts. And we say, hey, we should be compensated. We should be duly compensated with reparations. Why do white American and some non-whites? I'm coming to find out now that there's like Latino groups that are like, oh, why should they get reparations? And I'm looking like, yo, this is weird. Keep in mind, if any of you had a legitimate argument that you could bring to the table that you would be compensated, I would support you. It's like, all right, because this did happen too. Say the descendants of the Holocaust, the survivors, or many of them have passed now because they would have been older people, but their children and their grandchildren. Some went to Israel, some came to America and spread out around Europe, some went to South America. If they jump up and say, it happened already. Well, I'm using this as an argument. Germany should pay us money for what was done to us. This is what happened to us, man. Y'all got to compensate us for this. Absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm not going to get on social media and go, oh, none of the Jewish people should be given reparations from Germany because of the Holocaust. What? Of course they should get reparations. Well, they've gotten billions of dollars since that time dispersed amongst the people, of their diaspora. We, as descendants of chattel slaves, we're saying the same thing. Why is that hard to understand? But the go-to thing with so many people is, oh, well, my people were oppressed too. Well, buddy, if that's the case, don't get mad at us. Get mad at the people that oppressed your people. If you're Irish and you're saying, yeah, my people were oppressed too by the British, well, don't get mad at a black dude for asking for his. You'll get mad at the British government then. Don't try and block me from getting ahead and getting mine. Get yours, and I'll support you getting yours. This is the nuttiest thing that I've ever seen. People blocking other people from getting their just due. And we're not talking about people that haven't thought things out. Like these are educated people that are sitting down saying we need reparations, and they're breaking it down. They're breaking down the atrocities that were committed. They're breaking down who profited off of slavery. Fleet Bank, the symbol for Fleet Bank is a ship, right? You know what those ships were, right? Yeah, go figure. Lloyd's of London insured them slave ships. But with that said, man, I hope you dig this. I hope you stay for more content. I love you. Peace.